Welcome, everyone. You are about to embark on a journey through the universe as you indulge in this extraordinary essence of enlightened, empowered, evolved. Let the show begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just in time. Greetings, everyone. I'm Luke Bryan Smith, and welcome to Enlightened, Empowered, Evolved, where we educate, motivate, and liberate you through enlightening dialogues, empowering music, and evolving content. I know everyone's doing well, and everything is unfolding perfectly. I'm excited yet again because my next extraordinary guest is an author, coach, mentor, podcaster, radio personality, entrepreneur, empowerment mogul, and just a whole lot more. And we'll get into some of that. But without further ado, allow me to introduce to you Rachel L. Gary. How are you doing today, Rachel?
I'm doing always very well and blessed.
Yes, yes. And I would like to say, before I even say anything else, that I am a firm believer that time is one of our most precious assets. And for you to choose to spend a moment of your time in the history of your timeline here with me on this present moment, at this present moment, I just want to extend my sincerest gratitude to you. Thank you very much, Rachel, for being here at this present moment with me on Enlightened, Empowered, Evolved. Thank you.
Absolutely. And I feel very blessed to be here on Enlightened, Empowered, and Evolved, because that's what we're here to do. Be
Yes.
enlightened, be empowered, and evolve. So absolutely glad to be here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, this is sort of a broad question, and you can choose what you want to highlight, or if you can just briefly highlight a number of things, but tell us what you do. Just, I know you do a lot, but just whatever you want to talk about what you do, your main purpose, passion, tell us what you do.
So I want to first say that was an awesome question, and especially about the passion.
Okay.
So what I do is I'm a leadership coach. And what I mean by leadership is self-development of being the leader and reminding you who you are. So I speak to the people who are CEOs. And let me talk about that. A CEO is a person that is clear in your actions, empowered by your choices, and is owning your direction and becoming the
Love that.
CEO of your life.
Love
So
it.
that is, and that was I was pulled to that a year and a half ago after being in leadership for 25 years. And just seeing that in those roles, I was a VP of operations in my last role before I left corporate America, and decided to be on this quest to help others find that inner thing about themselves that allows them to have success in their future, the present, future, and get rid of the past. So that's everything into a nutshell. So my entrepreneurial journey, my book, my my TV show, my radio show, as well as my podcast, all circle around those that fundamental, helping you remember who you are and who you want to be.
Amazing. Thank you for sharing that. And speaking of books, you being an author, give us a little insight on you being an author, the books, the title of the books, a little bit about them. I know they surround what you're saying, empowering people, but just give us a little bit more detail in regards to you being an author so that we can not only tell people about it a little bit, but, get the titles and where we can find them. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, as I said, everything that I do is about empowering and giving that information that will help you find that person that you want to be. So my first book, my full book, we'll say this, there's a lot of ebooks, but full book is called Forged in Fire, From Ashes to Empowerment. And
Okay.
it tells a little snippets of a story about things in the past that either stifle you, stop you, or keep you from finding that true person inside. And
Wow.
it takes you through my life as a child, but also brings the point of being empowered and how to be empowered as opposed to being allowing that to stop you.
Wow.
You want to strive, not you. You survived it. Once you have survived the pain, the pressure, the past, you're on the other side. And now you're surviving, and now it's time to thrive. So from that
Powerful.
book, it takes you from just surviving to the mental mindset that is needed to thrive.
Wow.
So, and my second book that'll be out in the next 4 months is called hashtag Poverty to Six Figures.
Ooh,
And that
I
book
like that.
is an action plan. It's an action plan.
Mm,
It's an action plan for individuals to who have a poverty mindset. And I know you would hate to believe that's what
right.
it is. When
Right.
you're not living your authentic self, you're living in the poverty domain. You're living
Right.
in a lack mentality.
Right.
And to get out of lack, you have to train yourself and develop your mind.
Mm,
And with action steps, we'll do every chapter is an action. So pick up that book, be ready for action. From chapter 1 to chapter 10 is an action plan on every chapter because I'm talking to CEOs.
right.
I'm not talking to the normal people. So I'm talking about action takers, those ones who
Right.
are ready, those ones who are
Absolutely.
saying that I am ready to grow.
I love that. And I love the way that you are prolifically articulated that. I can understand powerfully everything, your intentions. I can feel the energy as you're speaking that these books that you've written, that they really are coming from your soul. I could tell that just from listening to that the passion, and it's amazing. Let me elaborate a bit on your first book because I still remember. It's so what's the name of the first book? Again.
Forged in fire from ashes to empowerment.
What I'm saying, what I was going to say about that, and I wanted to keep that thought in here. I should have wrote something down, but I remember. It's important to change your to acquire a mindset that first of all, I want to say this throughout your journey in life, everyone, from my perspective to me seeing other people, no matter what title I might give them, if I feel that they're successful, monetary, whatever. Everybody goes through adversities. And for you to learn ways to get through those adversities and be empowered is amazing. And that also leads me to something that people have come to me a few times and asked, like, what are you doing really? And I'm not putting down anyone. And excuse me if I feel like I'm jumping all over the place, but people, especially if you put yourself on the platform, you open yourself up to possible ridicule. So you'll see where I'm going with this. I've had people tell me, "Oh, what are you really doing to help humanity? All you're doing is talking." Oh, okay. So throughout history, first of all, I'll break it down like that. Throughout history, a lot of things have happened through people talking. And first of all, and second of all, what I want to say is the topics that I choose to circulate around is self-empowerment. And that in itself can and will lead to success in all aspects of your life if you get that mindset right. I'm still working on mine, and I think I could speak for the majority of people. We're all continuously working, no matter what levels, there's levels,
Absolutely.
and that's what I'm saying. So, what I'm doing, I'm not trying to say what I'm doing and what other people like me are doing, or in regard to empowering people is a big thing. It's not just talking. Because if you can, through the way you articulate it, reach someone and cause something to click, and now their mind is, like you said, they don't have that poverty mindset anymore, or they're cultivating a wealth mindset, that's going to change the whole dynamics of their lives. So, this just
Absolutely.
talking that I'm doing here and getting different, various perspectives from people like you, extraordinary people like you, is a very powerful tool towards humanity. So that I had to
Absolutely.
break it down, and if people are ready to hear or understand that message that I just said or the way I just put that, they're gonna get it. Some won't. And they'll still be, oh well, you're not doing this and that. Okay, well then maybe that's your job to do that then. So that's
And
how
you
I
know
look
what,
at it. It's like,
Lou,
go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you how I see it. I see it that we're all on a journey,
Right.
and everyone has their own journey that they're on, and
Mm,
we all have our innate talents that we're talented at, things that we're really good at.
mm,
I've been in leadership for 25 years. I am really good at leadership, and
right.
I'm good at I'm bringing leadership out of another individual. That is what
Mm,
I am gifted with,
right.
because I can have a conversation. As I tell people, I can have a conversation with people on the street, or I can have a conversation in the boardroom.
Mm,
I have that ability. But I will
yes.
say the biggest thing, what I've learned, is that individuals are always looking for the bad when we need to be looking for the good. I'm always looking for the good in every individual, everyone. So
Right.
the bad things, that their bad qualities, I sometimes would miss, because that's
Mm,
not what I'm looking for. So I'm looking, as they say, through rose-colored glasses. But when you're
right.
looking through rose-colored glasses, you're only looking for the good, the
Mm,
great. You're looking
right.
for promise. You're looking for achievement. You're looking for greatness.
You
And
know,
that's what I'm looking for every time I talk to another individual. I'm not looking for the negative. So I allow
ooh,
everyone else to keep the negativity right down there, and keep them out of my circle.
ooh, there's so much I can elaborate and add to that, but I'm just going to just say something quickly. I feel like whatever you're looking for, that's what you're going to find. So if you have
Absolutely.
geared yourself to focus on, and I'm not trying to be too animated, but this excites me, what you just said. If you gear yourself to look for, uh, to look, to vibrate at that high level and look for positive things, that's what you're going to keep attracting. I'm not saying no adversity
Absolutely.
or no contrast is going to happen, but you're going to be more on that
But you're
frequency.
you're gonna look at it differently, Lou.
You're going to look at
That's
it
what it is.
differently. There you go. You just
Exactly.
said it
You're
right.
gonna look at it differently.
You're gonna look at it differently.
Yeah, you're gonna look at it different. Because I say it this way: I've been through adversity. That's what the
Mm,
book is about. It's talking about the adversity.
right,
It goes. There's a difference between something being in your path and something stopping you.
right.
Nothing's going to stop me. It's going to be in my path. I'm going to either find a way around it or find a way over it.
Yes.
It's not going to stop me. So that's the difference in my mindset. My mindset sees
Mm,
challenges as a challenge. And if you guys remember that old Cosby show where the Sandman was going challenge, so that so that's how I see those things, as it's
right,
a challenge.
right.
It's not going to stop me. Let's
Mm,
find a way around it. Let's find the information out that's necessary for me to get through it. One
mm,
more time, get through it.
through it. Yes.
Yeah, it's not gonna stop us.
Mm,
So I said the mindset to me is huge. That's why I call myself a leadership trainer. I'm not a motivational speaker, because
right,
motivation is internal.
right.
I have inspirational words that hopefully touch your mind and
Mm,
allow you to start thinking differently, just as Luke said in the beginning. He is dropping these gems. These are gems.
right.
And somebody's gonna pick them up. And the person who didn't pick it up, it wasn't meant for you.
Ooh, I like how you put that.
And it's okay. We're not gonna reach everyone, but that one person that is reached. My goal every day is to touch one person
Mm,
every day.
I like
There's
that.
365 days. So that means 365 days. If I touch one person, that's 365 individuals who found inspiration to be motivated to move closer to the CEO that they are.
Mm. And tell us again what that CEO stands for again.
Clearing your actions, empowered by your choices, and owning your direction.
Wow. Powerful. That's all I got to say on that one. So your books, they are available, or your first book thus far, it's available on Amazon.
So I say this with due respect to Amazon.
Right.
I I tell everyone you need to have, and I'm saying this as an author.
Okay.
Everyone needs to have their book available on their own
Oh,
platform.
right.
So my book, as my shirt says, I'm possible. My brand is sayiampossible.com. You can find
Right.
all of my works, all of my coaching programs, and where you can see me in the future. It's all on that website. So it's sayiampossible.com.
That's amazing
because the
because
impossible doesn't exist.
that's amazing because that was going to be my next question. Tell us a little bit about. I read some of the information on the impossible.com. Tell us about everything uh, that entails when you click on say I'm possible say I'm Impossible Academy. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So, Say Impossible Academy is really about that word. Impossible does not exist. The
Mm,
word derivatives are I'm possible.
mm,
As the church says, I'm possible.
possible.
When you think from that narrative, that that is already a mind shift.
Mm,
When you think that every time something is happening, I'm possible. I am always going to get over this. I'm always going to figure out a way.
right.
That's relationship. That's friendships. That's work related. That's life related. You are the word I take that, I take all responsibility. That's why CEO has ownership.
Mm,
I take full responsibility for Rachel L. Gary and everything that surrounds my orbit.
mm,
And when you take that ownership, that's why I'm big on leadership, because it's not leading other people, it's
right.
leading you.
Yes.
How are you
Yes.
leading yourself? How are you holding yourself accountable? If your circle is full of people who are talking negative, who has the ability to make the change? Your friends or you?
You.
You only can make changes with one person, yourself. That's it.
Yes. And you know
So,
what?
so the Say I'm Possible Academy is all about building the I, building
Mm,
the integrity, building the self development, self esteem, self care, and being more self aware, aware of what you say, aware of what you do, aware of the way you think. We have 70,000 thoughts a day. That's
right.
proven.
Right.
So we have the ability to correct those thoughts.
Mm,
We're going to think negative because society has negativity in it.
right.
But when some negative comes up, all you need to do is combat. So on my radio, so I'm going to say this: what I liked about Luke, that what made me say yes to this conversation was
Right.
the empowerment music.
Oh, okay.
Now I like rap.
Okay.
I tell you, I like rap. I like hip hop. I like all of that. I like R&B, all of that. Do I listen to mainstream music? No,
Right.
not because anything's wrong with those artists, but I believe in feeding myself positivity. That's
Mm,
positive music,
right.
positive podcast,
Mm,
positive TV, positive images, positive books.
mm,
I'm so full of positivity that when negativity comes to me, it's here. But I got so much positive going up that it immediately is combated.
mm.
I'm
Wow.
immediately combating a negative moment.
Wow.
So it's not that I don't have negativity or I don't have moments, but they
Mm,
are moments, not a lifestyle.
mm. Wow. That is absolutely amazing. And I'm so thankful that you resonate with some of the music that you're privy to of mine. But yes,
Yeah.
yes, I appreciate that. That's why I originally was doing more of a mainstream, more I would say negative music. But as I've evolved and grown, that I was no longer comfortable with putting something out there, especially that I'm taking responsibility for that was not positive. Let me just put it that simply. And I'm thankful that I've grown in that area to the point. And like you said, not saying there's nothing wrong with artists, whatever. There's to each its own.
No,
But I want to feed myself as much as I can, consciously feed my subconscious, feed my body, feed my mind. Good things, good things. Not
absolutely.
saying that I don't have moments, just like Rachel said, but that's why I didn't see much. No, there is some conscious artists out there, but I haven't
Absolutely.
found yes, I hadn't, especially when I started, found, the type of lyrics that I, create. So I said, let me do it myself. Let me do it. And then I listened to myself.
Absolutely.
It used to be feel pretty weird listening to myself, but now it's like my own voice in my head, but it's like out loud, not just mentally. So I listen to myself. Yeah. So
absolutely.
that's absolutely
So
amazing. So give
I
us a
say this,
little.
Luke,
Oh, go ahead.
if you're ever,
No, I was going to
no,
say,
go ahead, go ahead. Sorry, go
no, I was just going to say, I was going to go to the next thing, but go ahead. Tell me what you were going to
ahead.
say.
So what I was saying, so it's very ironic that you say that. So this is what I have a radio show. It's called Wake Up CEO. It's on My Radio Chicago. It's the number one radio station, internet radio station in Chicagoland area. They
Right.
won several awards,
Mm,
and I was asked to be aboard the team. Awesome team of people.
right.
Now I'll tell you what plays on my show. I have a playlist
Mm,
of only conscious artist.
yes.
Now, I'm going to just say this to everyone. You can go to my page and I have a playlist. Every week I put my playlist out there, a different playlist. Pick one artist, put them in your Spotify, put them in your Pandora, put them in your YouTube. And all of a sudden, all the artists around there will come. Now, right now, there's about 40 artists that I had never heard of before that have some powerful. And I do mean some hip hop that takes you back, some new age beats.
Right.
But what they're talking about is inspiration, motivation, manifestation. They're talking
Yes.
about being your higher self and being on that vibration of higher consciousness, which is exactly why that's how I found you. Have found you the first place.
Oh, wow.
I saw you had a song that I was listening to. I said, okay, I got to add this to my playlist, and then you called, and that tells you how vibrations come your way.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know what?
You reached out to me right after I heard your song.
See, that reaction, I mean, it's I'm not surprised, even though I just had that reaction, because that's how it works. That's how it works. That's how the universe works. God, that's how it works. So yes, you attracted me.
Yeah.
I attracted you into your experience, and I want to say this too while we're here before it slips my mind. I have your email already. I'm going to email you a few of my songs in their entirety, and whatever you want to do, listen to them or play them or yeah, I'm gonna send you some. I'm gonna send you
If you're okay with me putting them on Wake Up CEO,
you
Wake Up
not
CEO,
okay.
it goes live every Wednesday.
I'll be honored. Not okay. You can when I send you, and I'm saying this right here. This is your contract right here. You can use any of my music on your radio show. I'm not looking for anything because whatever uh compensation or whatever like God has already given me my compensation. He always is. So no, or it the
Absolutely.
yes, no, you can use whatever I send to you, and if you find more on the internet, use it on your show. And Luke Bryan Smith said so that Rachel L. Gary can use my music on her show as she will.
All right.
Yep. So I'm
And I
letting you
say
know.
this, I'm going to take this clip from the video and put it in my show notes so people can. I want them to see you. I want
Yeah.
them because to me, a lot of times, as you said, we don't know about those conscious artists. I'm not
Right.
saying, as I said, there's nothing wrong with mainstream art, but I say this when I'm thinking about how people look at us around the world.
Right.
I want them to see that positive image. I want to
Right.
see that we're doing so much more in our communities and
Yes.
giving back in the way that I see you giving back.
Right.
And there's several projects that I work on. I recently just had a young man on my show who is doing a free construction class teaching young men between 15 and 35 how to do construction, how to start their own businesses, and if they want to work for him after the apprenticeship that he's going to do for 3 weeks free.
Do you know?
That is
And
what I'm talking about. When we want to give back.
this is not going to surprise you either. But do you know, and you know I can't make this up, exactly what you just said about this man is the scenario that I've played in my head several times about having a construction business and taking on kids and youngsters as apprentices and giving them skills with plumbing, roofing, flooring, all that. And paying them also and
Yep.
just allowing them to learn. And then look, I'm gonna add more to it. And then I make money with the business by buying houses that need to be fixed up, especially in low, impoverished or, areas, and then fixing them up, selling them for lower prices. And then also charitable people, old people especially, or people that can't afford the maintenance to their house. That's how we learn too. We go over there and work on their houses for free. So I can't make that up. I can't make that up.
Awesome.
I can't make that
But
up.
dude, it's funny. What I do in my on my other side is I do I buy properties in impoverished areas,
Right.
fix them up, and have where the rent is where they can afford it. That's what I do.
See, we got to talk some more. We have to talk some more. And see,
It was meant. It was meant.
it was meant to be.
Oh, absolutely.
Obviously, I mean, not obviously, but also if you can, I don't want to give you too much work because I want to make it easy for you. But if you can, go on Spotify, look up Loot, make sure you spell it correctly. Loot, Brian, Bryon, right? Smith. Look at my self-empowerment music. You pick out the songs that you like and then send me a list. I don't care if it's 5, 10, 20. Send me a list of the songs you want, and I will make sure I email every last one of them to you. So you'll have the full song. Yes.
Absolutely.
To do what you want. You want to cut them up. You want to, yeah. So if you can do that, that way I know which ones you want. I don't want to send you, yeah. I don't want to send you something, songs, and you like, well, no, I want it this way. So look in there. I'm on Spotify, I'm on Pandora, Apple Music, just Luke Brian Smith, YouTube, and I want that song. Write down the name of it. Send it to me. Message it to me.
You'll have it in the next 10 minutes because I already had a list.
Okay. Send it to me, and I'm going to send you those songs. I'm going to email you those songs. That. Yes.
And then I say every Wednesday, you guys are going to hear a song by Luda on there. And what I do is that playlist goes on the following Thursday or Friday. That playlist is available. You pick the songs over there, change your algorithm. The only way to have something different is you have to do something different.
Amazing. See, I appreciate this. And see, this is just how amazing this works, is because we're enhancing each other's lives. And that's not why I invited you really to this podcast, because, I think she has a radio show that I could get my music on. No, I saw the amazing things that you were doing to elevate people. And now this just is a byproduct of that too. So that it's just amazing.
What positivity, the biggest thing is when you have positive energy and you have positive conversations, right, those things align. Things just they align on purpose. Everything that we do, that energy comes from us to other individuals, and then it comes back. I promise you guys, I was listening to Luke's song, and then in my inbox, he popped in my inbox. I didn't reach out, and I just was listening to it. I was like, I gotta add this to my playlist.
And here we are. Now I'm at your the music that I create is at your discretion, and you can also come back on this podcast, especially when your next book is out, so we can highlight that again too. I would love it. You are helping to enhance me in more ways than one, and I appreciate you so much, Rachel. Can you tell us your website again, or any links that people can find you again before we conclude this segment?
Okay, no problem. I'm available on all social media platforms as my name is spelled Rachel L. Gary. If you're looking for empowerment and you're looking for growth, only go to the website if you're looking for empowerment and growth. I have a free 7-day challenge that is about being consistent and being committed to grow your confidence and be more integritous with you. You can go to my website, and it's sayiampossible.com. Sayiampossible.com. And you'll find all of the things that I'm doing currently. If you're looking for real estate in the Chicagoland, Indiana, Wisconsin, you can also reach out to me, because I'm always looking to partner with individuals to help success. Only reach out if you're looking for helping the community. I'm about community, about growth, and about us being the best CEOs of our lives.
Love that. Thank you very much, Rachel. I appreciate you so much, and I look forward to
As I
just
do, you lose.
connecting with you and on some projects and things like that. But yes, I look
Oh,
forward to
absolutely.
that
Please do.
list. I'm gonna get right to that list ASAP. You're gonna have to
Yep.
wait on
Yep.
that. So give me
Okay,
that
well,
list and I
well,
got you.
you'll have it momentarily because I had already saw that. I was like, okay, well, this is gonna be real good because I already have my shows mapped up. I'm a very organized individual, so I already have my shows mapped out for the next 4 weeks.
Oh
So
wow.
I already know what songs I was gonna put where. So I appreciate that. Now I don't have to have my VA look for them, so
No,
to
I'll
download
get
for
them.
them.
I'll
So
make it easier for you. I'll send them all, email them to you, and yeah, you'll have them. They'll be
absolutely.
in your system or wherever you need them. And I
So
appreciate
that
that.
so I want to make sure before we leave the show, I have a saying, and I'll just say it this way: it's about being up, out, and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You CEOs. You
Mm.
can do whatever you put your mind to. Get the mindset to grow.
I'm not going to add any more to that other than gratitude. Thank you everyone for watching and or listening. Be sure to hit that like button. Sure to hit the subscribe. Go in the description of this segment. Check out those links. Check out Rachel L. Gary's links. And just even if it's just to be inquisitive, check it out. Appreciate you. Enlightened, empowered, evolved. See you soon.